Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. As I promised you, today we are with the brand new Mazda CX-30 facelift 2024 version, and in this video we will focus on consumption. I will give you the technical data before we start driving, and then we will focus on what will be the consumption, highway and city driving. So I will try to go in the traffic a little bit and also drive at high speed on the highway. So will be a really interesting video. Stay with me until the end if you want to find out all the information about the consumption. Let me give you some technical data and then we will start driving. So first of all, the version that I have with me is the 2-liter petrol engine e-Skyactiv G that comes with 4 cylinders inline, 150 horsepower, 213 newton meters. It's a front wheel drive system and it comes with a mild hybrid system connected to this system. That means it comes with a small electric motor and a small 48-volt battery that help the thermal engine. It's connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission. You can get it optional with a manual transmission if you want to get a better consumption, but I think the automatic transmission is the best way to get the best comfort out of the car. The estimated consumption 6.4 liter VLTP, and we will see today if we can beat that. Those are the most important information, and I want to reset the consumption and then we will start driving. By the way, if you are in Bucharest in Romania, if you want to buy the car, see the car, test drive the car, check out Ariane Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They have also some discounts in this period of year, so if you want to check them out, they are super nice. Also, you can test drive the car, see the car, and you can also buy the car. So now let me reset the consumption and then we will start driving. Right there in the front, it's resetted. We will drive in normal mode. The car have 2 modes, normal and comfort mode. Let's drive it. First of all, if you want to find out more information about the car, I just talked in another test drive about suspension, visibility, comfort and all that stuff. Check that video out, guys, if you want to find out more. Let's go out from this parking lot, and then I will drive with the climatic system off. Outside there are 6 degrees, but inside temperature it's super good. It comes with a head-up display directly on the windscreen, and it's very useful because you don't have to always look in the cockpit to see different information. You have a lot of informations right there on the head-up display, from speed limit, cruise control. We will test the cruise controls on the highway and all that infos. It's quite sunny today, not perfect for a test drive but still good. Let me deactivate this sound. It comes with a lot of safety features that I talk about in the other video and also in the presentation video. If you want to see that video, check it out. It's already on the channel, or if it's not already, stay close because will come. Not sure which one will be posted first. The car, it's great. It has a great sound insulation inside the cabin, very good premium materials, the steering wheel, the seats, everything in the car. It feels super premium and nice, and I have to say that I like very much what Mazda do with their cars in terms of quality, materials and driving feeling. It's just great. Also, this CX-30 is based on Mazda 3, and the chassis, it's built kind of to be sportier. The suspensions are also a little bit stiffer and made to be much more direct and to have a much more real feeling to the ground. So steering wheel the same, is not super assisted, so it gives you that sporty feeling, direct feeling to the road, to the wheels, and I like that. I'm not sure how many of you will love this driving, sporty driving feeling, but from my point of view, it's great the way it is. Suspensions are very similar with what you get on Tesla, for example, Model 3, Model Y, a little bit more stiffer, and the steering the same. You have to turn it. Yeah, the steering is not the same. It's It's a little bit more assisted. I feel like it's a little bit more assisted on Tesla, where here it's more like a BMW feeling, a little bit more direct, more sportier, that make it great for handlings on curves, on highway, at high speeds. The car stay wonderful on the road. It's just perfect. We will drive only in normal mode because it's only about the consumption in this video. So now it comes with electronic handbrake, auto hold function. You can change even the gears manually if you want to. You go like that and then you change it from those pedals, or you change it from down here. But in this video we will leave it only on automatic. So yeah, also great. The great fact is that we have a 10.3 inch new 10.3 inch display there. It's super clear, it's perfectly positioned from my point of view, and it's easy to adjust different settings from down here from the center console. The pedals feel great, good quality on the pedals, very good visibility on the mirrors around the windows. Big mirrors actually here on the side, they are close to your face, so you have such a good visibility in the back there, plus all that safety feature, blind spot technology, emergency brake. It comes also with lane assist. Lane assist mean that if you go outside the lanes, it will warn you and keep you back, push you back between the lanes. This is a great feature, but it doesn't have lane keeping assist from autopilot. You can get it optional, but this version that I have with me doesn't have it. So in this version you just have to rely on adaptive cruise control. So emergency brake, it holds the speed, it holds the distance, but it doesn't hold you in between the lanes perfectly. The sound insulation, it's great. I love the sound insulation of the car. Even on the highway, you will see at high speeds, you barely hear any noise from outside. You can see right now at 100, it's really stable. And you can set it from here. You can set the cruise control right now, and right now it's set it up. So we drive 110 km/h, and then the car is just holding this speed. You can see the way they set up the chassis and the suspension, the steering. It's great for those kind of speeds. If you drive at high speeds, because you have a bigger engine, 2-liter, 4 cylinders, it's great for high speed. On the highway you drive 110, you feel like you're driving, I don't know, 80 km/h in other cars. It's very stable, it's very well built car, and you trust it on the highway, you trust it at high speed. It feels very good and very stable, and I like that very much. Now, if you need some power to cross past other cars, you can do that as well. If you accelerate a little bit more. And we are in normal mode. You have also sport mode, where the car gives you more power. Let's drive a little bit faster now. And you can see that 130, you can set the speed from here. 130, you set it from here, and then the car will hold this speed. But it's so stable, and it still have 2500 RPM at 130 km/h. It's perfect the way it is. I mean, it's the hot spot right here, and you can still have a great consumption at higher speed, and you can reach your destination with the perfect balance of consumption. Now at 130, yeah, you start to hear a little bit of road noise because the car have winter tires, and it's kind of normal to have more noise. But in terms of wind noise, you barely hear it because the design, the aerodynamic on this A-pillar and the way it looks, the car, it helped it with aerodynamic. And they were smart when they managed to do the car, and the sound insulation, it's very good. So I like that. Really, really good stuff. They did a great job the way they build the car. Now let me take the control of the car, and we will have to go out of the highway here. I like the grip on the steering wheel. It's very, very good quality. It's leather steering wheel. Leather, it's also the shifter down here where you change the gears. Those are two changes that they bring in 2024 from what I read. And also the 10.3-inch display, 2 USB-C ports down here are new, and I think the digital screen in the middle, it's a little bit bigger from what I heard. But there are also a few trims new, and new colors, and in some countries new engine powers and combination. So that depends in which country you live, but basically it's the same car as the pre-facelift version, I should say, but it's not kind of a facelift too much. It's a facelift also. I saw in some countries coming with black rims, and the grille, it's black glossy, and the caps on the mirrors are different black. So you can see how nice it stays on those curves. I really love how good the car it stays on those. The handling is great. That's why they set it up like that. They set it up in a perfect way to give you the best handlings. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It stays good. 7.4 liter until now, and then we will go back on the highway and a little bit in the city, and we will end up this trip. It's pretty sunny today outside, so that's not so fun for filming because it's a big contrast dynamic range between outside light and inside light. It's so big. The camera, it's kind of struggling to manage to give you the perfect image. 7.4 liter consumption. Back to the highway. We will try to stabilize the speed again. I think they combine pretty well this 6-speed automatic transmission. I'm surprised on how good it's managing to set up the power and the speed and the RPMs. Now back to 120 here. You can see at 120 you barely hear any noise from outside. And it stays so good on the road. Really, really good. The grip, the way it feels like so stable, and it's wonderful. 30. Now we go outside here. .9 liter, a little bit higher. You see, when you drive faster, the consumption go higher. Now we go outside here, and we will go back into the city a little bit, and we will see in the end what consumption we can get. Now, because it's a mild hybrid system, now the car will recuperate a little bit of energy right now into the 48-volt battery. That help a little bit later to cruise and to start the car. Behind me is nobody, so it can pass then. .4 liter consumption. Yeah, pretty nice. It's not bad. 6.4 liter estimated consumption, so we can see if we can beat the VLTP. But keep in mind, this car, it's brand new. It doesn't have 1000 kilometers. I think it has around 500 kilometers. That means of over 5000 kilometers, you can say that the car have already made a little bit of usage, and then the consumption will be lower after 5000 kilometers. So probably half liter lower consumption, so we can take this into consideration as well. But I think if you can get the perfect driving conditions, you can get even a better consumption than 7.4. But it's still 7.4 liter. It's good because it's 1 liter more than what they claim, and usually it's kind of similar with other cars manufacturers, so it's not a big difference between them. Now over those bumps you feel the ride, it's a little bit stiffer because they set up the yeah, as I said, a little bit sportier, but it's okay. It's not bad. You see what happened under the car there? The plastic from the protection of the engine was broke because he drove too fast. You see that? He drove too fast over that bump, and when he take the bump, he hit down, and the plastic is broke now. It's loose. It has to be fixed again. So that's why I don't recommend you to drive too fast, because there are parts under the car that can be broken. Anyway, it's not my car. And then they wonder why the cars are broken so fast, because they drive too fast and not taking care of the car too much, you know. I mean, you have to know when you drive faster and when you have to drive slower, and it doesn't matter. 7.2 liter consumption, so the consumption is still going lower. Outside it's pretty 7 degrees. It's not that bad, but it's kind of cold. Sunny but cold. Now we will simulate a little bit of traffic conditions here. The sun again. 7.3, it's going higher. I don't know, I'm really curious. I drive the car for 2 days now, and the consumption were like around 8 liters, but now I see this is the best consumption I get until now, 7.3 liter, and it sounds good for me. I mean, automatic transmission, brand new car, driving on the highway 130, you saw before, 20, pretty much is the perfect test in real life to see the real consumptions. We didn't get too much traffic, that's true, but we drive kind of a city driving, so if you get higher traffic you can expect probably a little bit higher consumption. But yeah, the trip is not finished yet. I like very much how they place the multimedia there. It's a little bit tilted to the driver. You have such a good view there on the screen. Actually, 7.3 liter. Ah, it's great. It's great. I'm really happy with this consumption. We can't manage to beat the consumption. Actually, it's cold outside and stuff, but still it's a good consumption for a brand new car. Try to take all the cars on the same trips, same roads, that if you watch another car, if you want to compare it, you can compare it, the consumption, so you can get kind of the same trip, but yeah, you can see the real result of driving. If you are gentle with the acceleration pedal, you can get good consumption also with this version. And if you can pass over this stiff ride, then it's just fine. You will be just fine. Now let me park here and we end up this video. So the consumption, it's 7.3 liter, guys. The reverse camera, it's also great. It has good resolution, so you can have a good view there in the back. And it comes also with parking sensors, so you have parking sensors on the rear, parking sensors on the front. 7.3. You saw that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you still have questions, ask me down below, whatever you want to ask. From my point of view, it's a great consumption if we take into consideration the fact that the car doesn't have 5,000 over 5,000 kilometers. You can go probably half liter, even lower. I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information. Don't miss out the full review and the information from the test drive video, because there you find out more information about the car. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. Also, if you want to see the car, if you are in Romania, in Bucharest, check out Arian Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so you can see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, check them out. Also, they have discounts in this period, so definitely check them out, guys, if you want to see the car. Okay, that was the video. Stay safe, happy holidays, Happy New Year, and I see you soon in the next video. Bye guys.